If I could work for just like 5 4 minutes without like it trying to like OBS. Thank you. Without further ado, my Tiger Sharks, Epic the Musical. This was recommended by me to all of y'all to watch because I had never seen it, and this is going to be the animated version that is on YouTube. So thank you, and without further ado, Epic the Musical.
Alright, my brothers, listen closely. Tonight we make the Trojans pay. 10 years of war, they killed us slowly, but now we'll be the ones who slay. Think of your wives and your children. Your families wonder where you've been. They're growing old.
If this is the wrong one, let me know.
Do what I say and you'll see them
literally
again.
the first one that popped up.
Diomedes will lead the charge. Agamemnon will flank the guards. Menelaus will let our mates through the gates to take the whole city at large. Teucer will shoot any ambush attacking. Little Ajax will stay back.
Ajax.
Your Helena protector. Neo, avenge your father, kill the brothers of Hector. Yes, sir. Find that inner strength now. Use that well of pride. Fight through every pain now. Ask yourself inside what you live for, what you try for, what you wish for, what you fight for.
I haven't seen that one either.
What do you try for? What do you wish for? What do you fight for?
Or Hamilton.
Penelope, and Telemachus. I
Baby
fight
girl.
for us. I fight for us.
What do you live for?
Penelope.
What do you try for?
Telemachus.
What do you wish for?
I'm on my way.
What do you fight for?
Attack!
So does anybody know what they are exactly talking about? Like what they're referring to in the musical? Because a lot of people actually don't know what this is, and I find that very interesting. Okay, so this is actually a part of...
They're talking about the Trojan War.
Yes. So this is history / Greek and Roman mythology and Greek and... Oops, sorry, baby girl. Greek and Roman history. This is about the Trojan War and the Trojan horse. So what is it exactly about is where the Romans had to... I can't remember who they were in a fight with, honestly. I haven't like studied this in like forever, but the major thing is that the Romans had built a undercover Trojan horse as a quote sign as a gift, as a distraction so that they can invade into the wall, because the wall was very impenetrable, so they couldn't figure out how to do it. But they came up with the idea of like, what if we built a horse, gave it to them, but wait, get this. Well, what if we're inside it? And once we're inside the walls, we break out of the horse and we attack. And then that's exactly what happened. And now it's like right now they're going literally, as in this part, they're in
Basically,
the war.
it was the Greeks versus the Trojans.
Thank you. So, that's what this is. And then, who they were referring to was Penelope and the Telemachus. That was his wife and child. A funny thing about Greek and Roman history, not mythology, sorry, history. Did you know? And this is an actual thing. And when the men went to war, they actually had boyfriends. And that was an actual thing for them. And no, they did not see it as quote gay. To them, that was I'm okay. Where's that water bottle at?
You good to me?
Yeah, I'm okay. I didn't take a breath on that one. It just went straight into talking. So,
Did you choke on a piece of chicken nugget?
no, I was talking too fast, and instead of taking a second to actually catch my breath, I just kept talking, and then I did not give myself some air, and so I just kind of choked on myself a little bit, and my diaphragm did not like that. Okay, there it goes. Hi, Lils. Yeah, we just started. I wanted to let people know about the Trojan horse and the random fact about Greeks and Romans in the history war. As I was trying to explain, and before my lungs decided to like, so it was actually perfectly normal for the Greek and Roman soldiers to have quote quote boyfriends, because when you're so far like away from your wife and you're stuck in war and the only thing you have is your buddy, sometimes your buddy will be your quote quote your sack buddy, and that was completely normal. And what's another thing is, when the men came back from war to help them readjust themselves back into society, the wives and ladies of the town will actually dress themselves up, to be similar to a man. So they will actually like shave their hair, cut their hair, put on men clothing, and actually will walk around, like in some cases will be shirtless too. So that's another thing. So if you ever like look at the vases or some of the history and all of that stuff, even like my teacher even told us about this too, that, you know, if you're ever curious, like, hey, why is that woman, you know, like this? It's not because of like this reason. It's because they're trying to help their men readjust back into society. So, weird fun fact. Where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse. There it is.
Who was that?
A vision of what is to
Zeus.
come cannot be outrun, can only be dealt with right here and now.
Tell me how.
Sorry, another random fact too. So, if you ever are studying Roman and Greek mythology, and you're ever curious to like, why are these two mythology gods the same but with different names, that was completely normal. They actually did have two separate names for their gods and goddesses. So a lot of times, if you hear like, I think Zeus was it Zeus Neptune, or was his because there's Aphrodite, Venus, Mars, was he, oh shit, who's the mad guy? Who was Mars? I always forget his name, honestly, but I always call him Mars, Venus, there's Neptune, no, sorry, Poseidon was Neptune, Hades was Pluto, I think Mercury was actually Zeus, if I'm not mistaken, because he was close to the sun, and then Apollo was his son, so if I'm not mistaken, because like Apollo is the one that controlled the sun, essentially. Like, he's the one who moved the sun in the sky. And the reason for the joke why Hades was always so grumpy, or Hades Pluto, is because he's always so frigid and cold and away from everybody. He's a lonesome guy. But what's funny, another thing about this in Greek and Roman mythology is they actually depicted Hades, Pluto, as a very rich and wealthy god, because if they had like different eras, so they had bronze, gold, and I think it was either ore or iron. I can't remember no, it was silver, sorry. So they had the bronze, the silver, and the gold era. And what that means is during those times of their wealth of prosperity for the whole land and the history and everything. So during the copper or like the bronze, it wasn't very good. They were just trying to get in. That was when Rome and all of Italy was starting to flourish, get its footing in. Then you go into the silver, and that's when they started finding out material, what they can build, what they can do. And that's when they also started getting a lot of their that fucking word that makes you sound fucking wise. Like, I am a wise man, like Aristotle. Fucking, what is his name? Okay, you guys know who I'm trying to say. Stastocles. That fucking name, okay? But he's a philosopher, okay? Whatever that fucking word is. But that's when they were trying. That's that silver era, and where they got swords, buildings were coming in really well. Aqueducts, like Italy.
Philosopher.
Thank you, that word. Rome was literally like all of Italy was like, yeah. And then you go in the gold, and gold is where Italy was at its beautiful peak. It had become what it is. It is like everything has flourished. Gold is where literally like everything they had was like, it was easy living pretty much. That's the best way to put it. Everything was prosperous. Italy was flowing. War wasn't happening on too much like it was in silver. They had they're not the generals. What the fuck were they called? The purple robe dudes. Fuck, what were they called? They weren't called scholars, they were called something else. But they were a certain type of like class of men who would always come in, and it's not the same. They were not the same as the kings. These were the different type of people that came in and helped the city, and they actually did a lot of delegations. They weren't the king. The king was part of it, but the king did not have the final say. I always forget.
How do you pronounce the word?
I really cannot tell you because it's been so long. But they had like, okay, so in history of Italy, in the golden era and somewhat in the silver, so you know how they wore togas, and how you know how some of the pictures or in like a lot of the history books, some of them had colored togas. Well, the colored togas actually gave you a sign of what class you were in, and as well as what field. So if you were a purple, you were top of the chain. You were like a politician, but you're not just a politician. You were like the politician. You were above the king kind of shit. So
like the hat from Harry Potter?
A lot more different, actually. A lot more different. I could literally tell you a lot about Roman Greek history and mythology, just because that was like one of the weird things I studied in high school, and it was like in spite of my dad, my stepdad.
I don't think you're ready. A mission to kill someone's son, a foe who won't run, unlike anyone you have faced before.
Say no more. I know that I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Your son. Not a shot. It's actually the guy's son.
It's just an infant. It's just a boy.
Just like your son.
What sort of imminent threat does he pose that I cannot avoid?
This is the son of none other than
Troy's
Troy's very
Hector.
own Prince Hector. Know that he will grow from a boy to an
Avenger.
avenger, one fumed with rage as you're consumed by age. If you don't end him now, you'll have no one left to save. You can say goodbye to Penelope. You can say goodbye to Penelope.
I could raise him as my own, or send him far away from. Make sure his past is never known. I'd rather bring
Blood on your hands is something you won't lose. All you can choose is whose.
If I'm not mistaken, he does adopt Hector. He doesn't kill him.
I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun of
You just want to be in my bowl of popcorn. You just don't want the popcorn. You just want to be in my bowl.
was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. But when does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does the reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster?
When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a man become a monster?
I'm just a man.
Okay, yeah, so you did kill him. It's been forever since I've heard of it.
Six hundred men under my command, with only one goal in mind.
Make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea.
Okay, I just gotta say this right now. So, Puck, I have a bowl of popcorn, right? Puck does not want my popcorn. The only thing Puck wants to do is just sit in my bowl of popcorn, move my popcorn around, make spot for Puck to sit in my popcorn, and just play with my popcorn. This is what I've been fighting for the past 7 minutes, is with Puck in my popcorn.
A friend of mine who is obsessed with Greek mythology and epic told me that it's actually not 100% confirmed that he killed the kid. It's left to speculate.
See, that's what... Because I couldn't remember if, like, my teacher told me that he spared the kid, honestly. Like, I couldn't remember. Like, that's what I recall.
Puck wants to play sleep in the popcorn.
Yeah, pretty much. Or, like, play hockey with my popcorn. Like, I think Puck just wants attention and just be, like, in my bowl. I think it's because it's, like, it's a bowl. Like, I don't mind. I really don't. I'm used to having cats and, like, other things in my food before. Well, not specifically cats. I mean, like... I'm used to having animals like this before, so... At least there's not a rat this time. Hey, baby girl. Or a ferret. That was weird. I wasn't paying attention with the ferret. There you go. You're such a baby, you know that? I was going to say something else, but I totally forgot about what it was. And it had to do with something with Greek gods. But I completely forgot what it was. And it had to do with that musical. And, like, listening to the gods, honestly. I forgot what it was.
But the problem's not the distance,
It's what lies in between.
and did they cause waiting? My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting for me. So force me to hand. Force me to hand.
Captain, you really got 600 men. 600 men with big mouths to feed. And we run out of supplies to eat. Where's the war of whose source depleted? 600 men. 600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Okay, so another thing, sieges were normal actually. Sieges were normal in war, especially with their enemies. So after war, hi Avery's, what they would do, if there was any leftover men. Now I know this was left to history because not all the time they did this, but most of the time they kind of did. They would either take the leftover soldiers from the enemies, bring them back as slaves, or to make them work on their farms and all that fun stuff. Not really fun stuff, but it's fun stuff. It's not really fun stuff. They were treated like shit, okay? They were treated like fucking shit. We'll just say that. But they had jobs. They were given a place. Slaves is like the best term to put it, but it was just like a little bit more. Actually, yeah, slaves is the best way to put it. Because they did have the same life. Well, yeah, I know. Yeah. I had to think back in history for a second. Hold on. Or that they would actually just kill them. Especially if it's I wouldn't say like, okay, this is going to sound weird, but it's not, it's like a loyalty battle in a sense. Last man standing, and they have to kill the rest of the dudes. So it's literally like one of those. And then after that, they will, ramshack the town, and they will take any food. Another thing with the ladies, they would take the ladies. I think this was up to debate, honestly, between like the teacher and the student. So please correct me if I'm wrong on this one, history teachers. Anybody out there who's a history buff? They would take the ladies, but they would hold them prisoners until they went back into town, and then they would have like either sell them, put them up for prostitution, or work in the brothel, or that they would just like they would have sex with them. I can't remember like if exactly. So please correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been since high school. And when I say high school, I mean like 11th and 10th grade. So yeah.
watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now for speed ahead.
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Crystal? Hi. We're watching epicmusical. We're only about 8 minutes in. We got some snacks. We got some drinks. I got my cats and dogs with me, and I've just been pausing and just like being a weird nerd buff thing. So honestly, it's really good. I won't lie. Those animation for being so simple and being like 2 hours long for animation, I'm liking it, especially the music. How are you doing, by the way?
Look, there in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows.
Is it the Siren
Maybe
Island?
there are people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food. Who knows? Something feels off here.
No.
I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead. You and I'll go ahead. We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till...
Instead of it being party, what do y'all think I should change it to? I think the name's Sup Gooder. I'm good. You? I'm doing well. We're watching some epic. I got my cat Puck. Are you going to get in that bowl again? You're really tempting to get in that. Yeah, you're getting in that bowl. Get in the bowl. Oh wait, no. Yep. Nope. Nope. Okay. Dicks.
Change it to Sharky Rave.
Change it to Sharky Rave. Okay. I'll probably do that later though. But Sharky Rave, gotcha. I don't trust you, kid.
600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and away we go. We're up, we're off, and full speed ahead.
I don't think these were the sirens, honestly. If not, this would have been the Land of the Monsters. But I don't remember if that's the one. If that's it. I can't remember, honestly. It's been forever since
You can relax, my friend.
mythology. Okay.
Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend.
Is that your gay friend?
Find polities.
Oh, it was. That is his gay friend. Okay, that is his gay friend.
Survive, what do we get into? I know that you're
He's a
tired of
bottom.
the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword.
Look how you're supposed to know.
Why should we take what we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're
Bitches are
leading
wearing a
from
butterfly.
the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
You died.
back. My friend, greet the world with open arms.
These were gonna be the nymphs if I'm not mistaken.
600 friends are waiting for us to show our faces.
No, these won't be the nymphs.
Stay back, I'm warning you. If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes. See? This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, so we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open arms. Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you. This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart. So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. You can relax, my friend.
If I'm not mistaken, he's one of the Isers.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? Athena! Have you forgotten to turn?
So Athena is also the goddess of war. So another thing, a lot of time. Oh yeah, this is another thing. So they Greeks and Romans, they actually were very, I wouldn't say religious, but they were very religious. So that they ever got visions or like signs from the gods, that they took it. They took that serious.
Turn off your heart, this is not you.
Oh, but she's also the goddess of wisdom. So
You can relax, friend is the best lyric in a song ever.
Haven't heard the rest. But so like another thing, I forgot about this. So before war, or any type of battles, they would go to Mars and Athena, and they would offer tribute, but they would go more to Athena for wisdom and guidance versus Mars, where they were for the destruction and the bloodshed. So if there was like a general, for example, is like, I need, instead of it being, I need muscles, I need the brains, what do? They would go to Athena for this. Spartans, however, they're more for a Mars. I always forget his first name. Like, can someone please tell me his Roman name? I know his Greek name, but I always forget his Roman name. His name is Mars. He is the god of war. So if you can remember him, please tell me. I forget, honestly. I always do. I call him Mars. He's very fucking famous. He's not famous, but he's one of the top fucking gods, with Poseidon, Zeus, Hades, Apollo. Well, Apollo is actually a side god. He's not even like a full, like, he is a god, but he's not like Zeus. Is it Ares Mars? Actually, that sounds correct, honestly. Ares Mars sounds correct. But yes, like, because the funny, like, it's not funny, haha, but they did name the a lot of the gods after the planets, which was aligned to like their colors or their how big they were or the importance. So like red was anger, so they like, that's Zeus, or not Zeus, sorry, that was Mars, or that's Ares. So that's his planet, that's him, because, you know, Mars is closer to Earth, so we get a lot of our strength from Ares Mars. I know it sounds really, really weird, but it's mythology. It's mythology. But yeah, so if you're ever going to war, those would be the two gods that you would go to pay tribute to and ask for guidance and wisdom and help, and then like, hey, can you make sure to watch over my men and make sure war goes good and well, and just like, here's a goat. Hell yeah! That's fucking awesome. Let me read this. From Lils, the one who voice acts Athena here, I got a cameo from her as a pep talk as Athena. That's fucking amazing. That's really cool, honestly. Yee! Honestly, that's really awesome. That's really cool. That's like, ew. That's like a nerd giddy moment.
I see you changing from how I've designed.
Yo, that, I don't blame you. That would probably make me so happy too. Be like, yeah, oh my gosh, I got called
Oh
warrior
yeah,
by Athena.
before I forget, remind me to ask you a question about origins after this.
Bet. Watch me, I forget.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you. was lying, and you fell for my bluff. Aha. Don't be modest. I know you're modest.
So another thing, gods and goddesses are very, how do I put this? So in mythology, when they find someone that they choose to like be part of, like, hey, you're mine now, so do what I kind of say, because you know I'm a god / goddesses, and I give you special things. That was actually kind of like a real thing in their mythology. Like they respected that. You think I'm kidding? Like you think they're like, okay, so you all know the stories of like Hercules and Achilles, right? They actually believe that. So I know it sounds weird. I know, like the son of Zeus got powers. I really don't know how to explain this. So like, okay, if someone says they're Hercules and they know he's like the legit thing, and he's like, they have, it's so weird. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain this really. But it's just mythology logic, okay? And plus history. It's like, because it tied with their history, and this is how they did a lot of their training, a lot of their storytelling, a lot of their plays. They were really into plays. And another funny thing, this also ties into the the whole thing. So when they did have plays, there were actually no women allowed to play in the plays because their voices were so soft and no one could ever hear them in the very back, because the Amphitheater is what is it? The amphitheater was actually invented in Italy, and that was like, you know, one of their few entertainments. But the way they had it like echo, like they learned how to make the voices echo in the back, so that way people can in the back can hear it. But the only downside was like it's in an open area, so you gotta like, that's one of the few things. It's in an open area amphitheater. But it wasn't against women. It was just because their voices were so soft, no one could ever hear them, even if they were to shout. And it sounded terrible when they shouted. Like, you want someone screaming at you? I mean, nah. That doesn't make it play. So, I don't know how to explain that. But so, like, a lot of times, men would play the female parts in the plays, have them dress up. And then that also includes in the sex scene. So, if there was, like, a sex scene in the play, they will partake and do that. This history. Isn't Audius and Hermes like great grandson or something? Yeah, it's something like that. It's like his great twice removed great cousin of great this man of great Zeus cousin grandson. It's funny. It's not really like that, but it's funny. It's like everyone is in the family somehow. So it's always funny too. Let's see, what was another thing? My brain got... Greek mythos is basically Zeus trying to bang anything that moves and people trying to stop him. That is actually true, too. Yeah. If Zeus can bang it, he would do it. I mean, if he saw it, he banged it. And then another thing is, like, this is where the weird, like, half animal, half creatures came into play. Was a lot of times was because of Zeus and him being a freaky man. And when I say when I mean freaky, the motherfucker transformed into anything that had a penis, and he could stick his penis in it. I mean, the motherfucker turned into a cloud and fucked a woman, and then he popped out like I can't remember which Greek child this was, but this one ended up making rain. I forget which child this one was. But yeah, so that's, I mean, and then he was also a cow. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there is a myth story with him turning into a cow, and I can't remember which one this was. And the woman, like, what was it? Is not, what is her name? It's not Aphrodite's, fucking Hera. Hera got really mad. Oh wait, no, that's right, never mind. He fell in love with a cow. She turned her into a cow. I forgot about that. Oh yeah, that's right, I remember how the myth went. Hera, Zeus's wife, got really mad when she found out Zeus was playing around with this one woman. And I can't remember if she was like a politician or a queen or something like that, but she ended up turning her into a cow, and Zeus still fucked her. And that's where we get minotaurs. Now I remember how the story went. Yeah, that's how we got minotaurs in fucking Greek mythology. Yeah, the things you learn in Greek mythology and the things your teacher tells you is kind of like, why did I take this class? Because I was not prepared for this. But what's funny is, like, okay, it's not funny, ha ha ha, but, like, you know what Zeus did back to her? You know what Zeus did back to her? And this is, like, one of the few times Zeus, like, got revenge, but not really revenge, because Hera still got the one up on him. She used to have this troll, I think, or, like, an ogre, and he had so many eyes. Like, he was the all-seeing eye monster. And the reason why she had this creature was because she wanted this creature to follow Zeus to make sure he would never cheat. Because she was getting tired of him cheating and doing all this kind of fun stuff and swinging his dick around. You know what I mean? So, she made this creature. But what did Zeus do? He outsmarted this creature. I mean, you can go through the full story. It's really, the story of how he outsmarted it was kind of like, damn, son, you fucked up. You fucked up, man. But pretty much he tricked the monster, killed the monster, and brought it back to Hera and, like, I found your bitch. Dropped that bitch right in front of her. Dead. I'm not joking. And as, like, a statement to her, don't ever do that again or there will be consequences. So what did she do? She took her beloved pet, the peacock. And this is her pet, by the way. Like, this is her mythology animal. Like, all the Greeks and goddesses had their own animal. So, Athena was an owl and or a hawk. She transformed into one of those. And if I'm not mistaken, she was also known as a boar, too. But I think that might have been Mars. So please correct me if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, sorry. But yeah, so Hera had a peacock. And so what she do is she took the creature she made and put him on the peacock. And the eyes, or the peacock's feather, the male peacock's feathers, you know how when they lift up and show off those pretty feathers, that's the eyeballs of the creature Hera is always watching. That it was just like a sign, it was like the quote, Hera is watching. So whenever something was going on, you know, the monster would see it. That's how the peacock got the eyes on its feathers. It was funny about Greek mythology is they had a story and a reason of how everything was made. So it was never like, oh, I don't know. They normally just blamed it on the gods. I'm not joking. If there's something that fell from the sky, well, I guess Zeus is mad. I guess I'm calling in to work today. All right. See you later, Bob. I'm going home. And I'm not joking. That would be it. They can ask for, like, Oh, great mighty gods in the sky, should I do X, Y, and Z? Please give me a sign. And then like lightning strikes happens and like, well, that's a sign from Zeus. I guess I'm doing it. Thanks, Zeus. All right, guys. He said we can make the pottery shop. He said it was okay. Yeah, I love fucking mythology. But they also were like, by the way, the gods live over that hill, and they never check to be sure. Yeah, that's the whole fucking, that's fucking true. That in history and in mythology, they will, is not quote quote stated, but the reason why, like, you know, they thought Mount Olympus was the gods, like, domain and, like, everything, is because they never checked up there. They never climbed it nor nothing. Like, I'm telling you, like, it wasn't until after the Golden Age in BCE when Christianity came in and, you know, they were, it's not really like they were challenging, but they were like, hey, how come you never seen your God if they're up there? And that's when they finally went to go see and like, well, fine, we'll just put a saying and we'll just go up there, go see our God. You know what? Maybe he is up there. I'll bet you $5 right now. I'll bet you a Subway sandwich. Yo, Zeus, you up here? Okay, well, he's not back yet. He's on vacation. So can I take a rain check and that foot-long sub? Yeah. History and mythology. Working in, I don't know. I should shut up. Oh, shit. Okay, there's text. So I didn't realize there was text. Are you truly fine, Odious? Is it Odious? I can't remember. Let's just go. I bet you in Escobar board vessel. Yeah. I kind of let that one go away by accident. He was a little tough for me.
Odysseus.
Thank you, Odysseus.
Over here. Look at all this food. Look at all these sheep. I can't believe this cave has all this for us to keep.
I've gotta hand it to you both. This is quite the treat. There are enough sheep here to feed the entire fleet.
It's almost too perfect, too good to be true. Why would the Lotus Eaters pass up on all this food?
I don't think this would be, this ain't the Titan. This would be...
Hey there.
Little Bo Peep, leave my sheep alone.
We're just travelers. We come in peace.
You killed my sheep. My favorite sheep. What gives you the right to deal a pain so deep? Don't you know that pain you sow is pain you reap? Time to drink your blood over where you stand. Your life now is in my hand. Before I'm done, you will learn that it's not so fun to take. You came to my home to steal, but now you become my meal. A trade you see, take from you like you took from me.
There's been a misunderstanding. We never came here to steal. But now that I see we've done some damage, maybe you and I can make a deal. I'll give you our finest treasure, so long as we leave alive. You can keep the world's best tasting wine.
Wine?
Have a drink, one sip and you'll understand the power that's in your hands.
Okay, after this,
Wine so
hold on.
fresh, you'd never wanna eat human flesh again. Then we shall be on our way. No bloodshed in here today. trade. You see, gift from you and a gift from me.
Hold on, pausing. Okay, so a really great fun fact too. Italy is known for its wine. And when I say it's known for their wine, they perfected wine to appease the gods. So when he says, like, I have fine ass wine, he's not wrong when he's saying
He killed one of Little Bo Peep's sheep.
Well, for what he knows, he didn't know that this was going to be his sheep. So if this is polymorphous, if I'm not mistaken, he is one of the creatures that does transform into a lot of the creatures. Like, not creatures, but like animals. Oh, excuse me. And if I'm not mistaken, he's not Hades, he's not Athena's, and he's not Hera's. He's somebody else's. But someone else who's more like ruder than Hera. I can't remember who. And it's not Athena. And it's not Aphrodite's. There's another. Thank you. Yes, I was trying to remember, but he slept. It wasn't a god, honestly. There was something there. I think it was the Gorgon is who he. I'm thinking it was a Gorgon, honestly. I think it was Poseidon who slept with a Gorgon, not an actual god or a goddess. I can't not remember, and. He banned, like, if I'm not mistaken, this is the one he banished, but this was the good one. Like, this is the innocent. If I cannot remember, okay, so please correct me if this is the innocent one where Poseidon locked away just to keep the world at peace.
I'd like to thank you. Stranger, what's your name?
My name is nobody, nobody, nobody.
Nobody.
Also, another thing, if I'm not mistaken, why he's saying his name is nobody, if y'all... Thank you. Okay, yes. Okay, so wasn't a Gorgon. Oh, okay, so, this is going to tie in completely with, like, why he's not saying his name. So, the reason why, and if you ever encumber with a nymph or a fairy or anyone in the forest that's like this, do not give your name because they'll take your name away and keep you under contract. And they can take, another thing is, like, with that being contract, is that they can steal your soul, and you'll be a prisoner forever. So, if they know your name, they will come and find you. So, it's like a boogeyman. So, they do that to trick the nymphs, so that they can be free, in a sense.
For your gift, I've one to reply.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Yes, you shall be the final man to die.
What? Watch out!
See, if I'm not mistaken, you asked him a chance to live and a chance to taste this wine. You didn't say for how long, if I'm not mistaken.
My brothers, the rest of our fleet, they wait at the beach. And if we're defeated, their good is dead. Straight ahead.
That's another thing. Gods really like to play, in, as well as like Nymph, Gorgons, any of the mythology. They try to find loopholes.
Right here and now. Show me how great is your will to survive. 600 lives at stake. It's just one life to take. And when we kill him, then our journey's over. No dying on me now. Defeat is not allowed. We must live through this day. So fight, fight, face in mine and stay in his blind spot and strike his heels. Strike the heels! Show him that we're deadly. Exhaust him. Don't let him get close. He's strong but he's slow. He can't land a blow if we're out of reach. Find a breach. Stand up and fight for your lives.
Is this the one where he actually kills himself? Like he dies? I can't remember. Because his buddy never comes back alive. No, fuck, what's his boyfriend's name? Yeah! This was the one where he did die! I knew it!
He's got a club. He's got a club!
What are our orders? Captain! Captain!
You've heard me enough. 600 lives I'll take, 600 lives I'll break, and when I kill you, then my pain is over. You're dying here and now. Escape is not allowed. You won't live through this day now.
And that was actually a professional job in Rome. Winemaking, stomping on the feet, stomping on the grapes.
Captain! Captain!
We must move quickly. We don't have much time. He didn't notice I mixed lotus in his wine. Mark my words now. This is not the end.
But Captain, what do we do with our fallen friends?
Remember them.
Another thing, so this is where we honestly, in war, where we kind of take the no men left behind, was from the Greek and Romans. But a thing is, when they know they can't, bring the bodies back, what they will do is they will still give them graves, and they will still, they will bury them there, and I'm not sure, I can't remember if they do take one memento, but they do leave, the bodies, and they will bury them, and they will leave coins, or something, like a flower if they have to, if they don't have any gold coins, or any, pay fees to the ferrymen. Why do they put coins on the eyeballs is, for the deceased, is to wave, because if you know Chiron in the River of Styx and into the into the underworld, you have to pay the ferryman Chiron to cross the River of Styx. And if you don't have any change or money or a gift to give to him, you cannot pass over the River Styx. And if you try to pass through the river, you are forgotten. You become a lost soul. And those who are stuck on the riverbank waiting to be paid coins to go and pass over, they're pretty much just stuck there until someone gives them a coin or 2 coins. And it has to be over their eyeballs, because the eyes are a gateway to the soul. So in order for you to take your coins, you got to reach into your eyes, your soul, and take the coins. And so that's another thing, where grave robbers come into play as well, is out of disrespect for those who have buried, people will take the coins off the dead, and that is another thing that they did not like in Greek and Roman. And I don't know if they still do it to this day, but I do know in a lot of history that was very frowned upon. And if they found you out for grave robbing
graves of deceased, you will be punished. That is a punishable crime. That was they were very frowned upon by that because you're not letting the soul of the next gen or generation to pass on. You're not letting the memories and everyone that we loved go on to the afterlife so that they can be reborn. They were very... Is that why Dragons in Skyrim were so broke? To be honest, I never played Skyrim, but I'm going to assume yes. Yeah, no, I never played Skyrim, but I will always shit talk to my friends about Skyrim. I'm just a shit talker. But I want to say I tried to get into Skyrim. I think it was Oblivion. My friend tried to get me to play, but instead of letting me play it, like how I wanted to play it, he wanted me to play it the way he wanted me to play it, or he played it. So, instead of me being like, yeah, I want to be this kind of character, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to go look around. He's like, no, so what we're going to do is, all right, you're right, okay, jump around, jump. He's doing all the weird cheating stuff, so that way I would have max knowledge or whatever on like certain things, and that's not what I wanted. But even though he was trying to be nice and like so that way I wouldn't struggle, I never played a game like this before, so and then the next thing I know, he had me murder somebody and then fall asleep, and then all of a sudden I was part of the Dark Coven, and like I just murdered somebody on my first night of being an adventurer. I just murdered a random person. I don't even know what that person was. You just made me married to them. Yeah, well, now you're a part of the Blood Coven. What? Well, there's a bunch of bad guys, and now you get pretty cool stuff, and you get this really cool robe. I murdered somebody. And I never picked up the game ever again. Actually, I couldn't really actually play the game anymore because of that. Because he did that. And my parents were kind of very strict. And when I say when I was sheltered, I do mean sheltered. So if anything that had a mention of cults or that was not aligned to what they liked, I couldn't do it. So yeah. I didn't have fun, okay? That's why I had to watch anime in secret and a lot of my video games. And I was only able to play really like Pokemon. Okay, the only reason why I was able to play Castlevania and Silent Hill, and actually, yeah, and Final Fantasy, really. I can't even say Final Fantasy is an adult game, honestly, because it's rated T. Oh, someone messaged me. It's a rated T, but because there's like summoning and religion and politics in it. Oh, no worries. My parents really didn't like it, but since my aunt kind of convinced them, and I was only able to play 2 games, which was 10 and X2, and the only reason why I was able to play X2 was because it's about singing and dancing and nothing else. That's the only reason why I was able to play it. That was the only reason why I was able to play it. But in order to know the story, I wanted to play 10, so that way I know who Yuna and Riku and Pain were. Yeah, I know. I fucking fell in love with 10. I fucking love 10. Do y'all remember my music box? I still have my music box, by the way. But yeah, what was I saying right before? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was about Skyrim. Why I never played Skyrim. It was literally because of that. So I can show you the world's shimmering, shining splendor. Yes, you can spoil me in Skyrim and show me everything and all of the jokes and Rodaja. Yeah, wait, is it Rodaja? Wait, hold on. What is it, the Skyrim thing? The
Fushroda.
Yeah, Fushroda. Yeah, that word. Fushroda. I know the Fushroda. Because I grew up with the Fushroda. Because my friends who played Skyrim and like Oblivion and all that fun stuff, like they sent me the stupid memes of that so much, and like, because when you work in fast food, that's your way of talking is through memes. because you have to talk quick and fast and like, you know, and so whenever like
Death here.
he was just saying hello and checking on me. He's like, hey, you almost done? Like, yeah, I'm almost done. And so like he did this to me. I had no idea. Okay, so when I was working at a fast food joint, it was like closing time and there was barely anyone there. It was me and him in the back. And he had a box. It was empty. And so what oh my fucking
I thought
God.
he was gonna give you more TXT.
No, I don't like tea. Well, he probably would give me tea, but he was like, hello. So he did okay, this is going to sound really weird. All right. Okay, so the box is empty. So imagine this in your head, please, because I can't really draw this. I don't have my drawing tablet or anything. So imagine this in your head. There's me and my friend who's a dude, and he has an empty box, and it hasn't been broken down or anything, but it's empty, right? And it's one of those large boxes, but it's still punchable because it has really nice like thickness where you can punch it really far. So he did this. He got into a stance. He did like the ninja stance, and then when I was doing ninja stance, I mean, he had his legs spread out, everything, and he had the box in one hand, like he held it out, and he had his fist in the other, and like he's ready to punch it, and he goes Furusha right at me, and I was like, what the fuck was that? He's like, do you not know the Furusha? It's like, no, I know the Sun Bros. I'm a Sun Bro. And so he kept showing from that day, he would not, until he went away and we forgot about each other, he would send me Furusha memes. and like whenever there was an empty box, Furusha! It's like, you were fucking... He even did the Furusha into the trash can with the boxes. It was fucking hilarious. Zachary! I thought you were here this whole time. Hi! Yo, I've been doing the Umi thing. Okay, I've been doing the Umi thing. Hi, Zachary! Yeah, no. I thought you were here this whole time. I thought you saw. Wait, did it? Where's my mouse? I lost my mouse! Where's my mouse? Hold on. Fuck, it's doing, there, wait, there it is. My bad, Zachary. You could throw the chocolate at me later. But I won't be on it for very long, to be honest, because I only got a few minutes left. So, but I've been doing the Umi thing. So, ready? 3, 2, 1.
When the fire begins to fade, for the fallen and afraid, we are not.
Hi. No worries. But thank you for stopping by and saying hello. It's nice seeing you. Hi.
Let them die in vain. Remember them. We're the ones who carry on. The flames of those who gone, and our comrades will not die in vain. I need all our hands on this club. This is how we're getting out of here. Use your swords to sharpen a stub and turn it to a giant spear. Let's do it. His body is blocking the path. If we kill him, we'll be stuck inside.
Captain, when do we attack him?
We gotta stab him in the eye.
Yes, sir. Remember them when the fire begins to fade. For the fallen and afraid, we are not to let them die in vain. Remember them.
We're the ones who carry on.
The flames of those who gone,
And our comrades will not die in vain. Now! Scatter!
Who hurts you?
there are more of them?
They're
Who hurts you?
Hide.
Who hurts you?
Captain, we should run.
Wait.
Who hurts you?
Captain, please.
Wait.
It was nobody. Nobody. If nobody hurts you, be silent. Don't go.
See?
Let's grab the sheep and away we go.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you? He's still a threat until he's dead. Finish it.
No.
No?
What good would killing do? When mercy is a skill more of this world could learn to use. My friend is dead, our foe is blind. The blood we shed, it never dries. Is this what it means to be a warrior of the mind?
Don't!
Hey, Cyclops! When we met, I led with peace, while you fed your inner beast. But my comrades will not die in vain. Remember them. The next time that you dare, choose not to spare. Remember them. Remember us. Remember me. I'm the reigning king of Ithaca. I am neither man nor mythical. I am your darkest moment. I am the infamous Odysseus!
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, that actually bites him in the ass. I cannot remember in the mythology or in the story that that was told to us in class. I think in those who are like, ooh, Umi, you're wrong, Umi, ooh. Yeah, you can do that to me. I don't mind. Huh, Snapper? We will end it right here since this is a good part. Since it's black, it's green, and it's like curtain call kind of. So, but yeah, okay. My thoughts so far. What are my thoughts so far? I won't lie. This is actually really freaking good. Oh, you can call me whatever you like. You call me... We are at a good spot right now. So I'm actually really enjoying this. This is really, really great, honestly. The animation so far is good. And one thing I do love about this, and I will be honest, is this is almost similar to like how a storyboard animation would be. So...
Sniffer was talking to me.
Okay, no worries. My bad. So, that's one thing. Okay, let me get rid of this real quick. So, I really love this so much as like someone who took a small, like, I want to say animation class, but I took a small animation class in high school. I done art. I love art. I love animation. Stop motion animation is my favorite, honestly. But I love fucking storyboards. I love how it comes together. And this is one of the few like steps of like animation. This is like the step before the outcome of like what you see final of. And I fucking love how they just do what we call like 3 frames, 4 frames. So like it gives you the whole picture of what's going on. One person doing this, one person doing that, and then they go to another frame, and then they show exactly like another scene. And I just find that that's so beautiful. And then the emotion that they go with it too. There's part of like the animation. Like it's still the storyboard animation, so it's not the final, but they still bring in the emotion of what it feels like as you're watching everything dance in a sense. Like the best way to put it is you're watching, like, even though it's not the final product, the product they gave us is where you can still watch everything dance. And I fucking love that, honestly, especially with it being one epic, a musical, and it's 2.5 hours long. That is a whole lot of work for an animation. So the path that they chose, the simplicity, I fucking love it. That's like the one thing in art I will always, like, I don't want to say always, but a lot of the times will be preached. Simple is better. And I don't mean as like a thing like, oh, simple artwork. No.
to help you as an artist as well, because sometimes you want to make this mosaic Leonardo da Vinci DiCaprio motherfucker kind of like on the wall, right? Yeah, that's all cool and stuff, but you can still do that by being simple. And this is a great example of simple makes a big difference. And animation, if you love simple, like 1, 2, like this, for example, oh my god, you can do, I don't know how to explain that, but like don't knock it, okay? That is still a skill. That is still like mwah. Now, I would like to know, everyone in chat, all my sharks, all my friends, I have not looked this up. I don't know anything about this musical. Are these professionals? Or are these like lovers of the musical, and these are like people who are on the internet and they came together and brought this together? Because either or, like, that's fucking good. I like the music so far. It's catchy. It's like, it tells the story. It is nice, okay? It's I don't know. It's like everyone has their part. It's not just I'm watching a musical. I'm watching a story full before my eyes even though they're singing it, they're telling me it, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love this shit. Oh my gosh. So